Hey guys, Zangus, and today I'm going to give you a full tutorial on how to set up your Flexsmart X5 car Bluetooth FM transmitter. So luckily the setup is actually incredibly easy, but for some it can be a little bit difficult, and of course that is why this tutorial is here. So on the back you'll notice that there are two different pins, and of course that will be for actually charging it. So what you want to do is get the other piece, which will be supplied with your Flexsmart X5 receiver, and of course that will be going into the cigarettes slot of your car. So even though it actually does have a built-in rechargeable battery, of course a lot of you will still want to use the power from your cigarette slot, and simply of course you want to turn it over, and you want to have it so that the smaller side of the diagonal slot is actually going to go in first, and then you push it in like that. And you will need to be quite firm with it because it can be quite stiff because of the plastic, and once you've got that, all you need to do, put the end into the cigarette port of your car, and then you'll be able to power it from there. Okay, so we are now in the car, and of course we want to get it going. So if you're unlucky, then your cigarette slot will be in a really awkward position, but on the Saab it's in a fairly nice slot, so when we actually stick it in, actually fits quite nicely. So as you can see, it's easy for the driver, and also the passenger can access it easily. And the great thing as well, of course, if we want to sort of take it off, then we can, and stick it on here for the air conditioning, or we can just move it around because of course it's battery powered, which is great. So the first thing you're going to do is switch it on, and you do that by this button over here, which I will show. So because it is so sunny, it can be quite difficult to see the buttons, but there's a power button here, and what you do is you hold that and it will come on. So as you'll notice, it's come up with this frequency, and you're probably going to think, what is that? And I'll explain later, but here is the Bluetooth symbol, and it's ready to pair and ready to connect. Okay, so for this demonstration, I'm going to be using the Samsung Galaxy Note 4, which is a great smartphone. Fairly recent, not the most recent Android phone, but it'll be good enough, and I'm sure that any other Android or iPhone device, as long as it's got Bluetooth, it'll work. So of course this could include tablets and possibly even laptops and things like that. So yeah, pretty much any Bluetooth device will work with this. Okay, so of course for Android, you go to this menu and select Bluetooth, but of course we're going to want to go to Bluetooth, and let's move the brightness up a little bit for that. Okay, and once we're on Bluetooth, we'll want to wait for it to find it, and there it is. So mine is already paired, but of course yours won't be. It will be the Gogroove Flexsmart. Okay, so let's put that to the side, and make sure this is turned on. Okay, there it is, as you can see. Okay, and once it's paired, it'll say that it has of course been paired. Okay, so once it's been paired, you won't be able to start playing music straight away, and that is because you need to pair it with your car. Now it will say the frequency on it. Okay, and of course what you need to do is then go to your radio and change it to that exact frequency. So of course you want to turn it on. Okay. Okay, so then we've got sport there. I'm going to turn that down. So there is radio there, and that is working, but that is not what we want. We want to go to 92.6. Okay, so as you can see here, as I press this button here, of course it will be different for cars, but you need to do it so you're pressing the next button to go to the next frequency. So of course if you skip it, it will change and it will go up. So at the moment we're on 90.75. Okay, and I'm going to zoom in there. Okay, and we're going to want to wait. We'll keep on carrying until we get to 92.6 exactly. Okay, 92.6. And technically that should be the exact frequency that we're after for this to work. Okay, so then once it's paired and you've got the right frequency, you should be able to start playing music. So let's go back to the device, okay? And let's just find a song, whatever it is, doesn't matter, and it should be able to start playing. Now, of course, I'm going to want to try and find, for this demonstration, I'm going to use my YouTube video simply for copyright reasons, but this is just to show that the sound, it does work, okay? It does work. Okay, so here we go. We're now playing one of my videos, and as you can hear, there we go. So, for people that plan to use this a lot, and I assume lots of you will want to use this all the time when you're in the car, if you're finding that there's crackling or that there's a lot of static coming from the speakers, don't worry, that is just simply because it's using the radio frequency. And obviously it's because of your area and also your car as well. So, to change the frequency, simply what you do, so as you notice, it will change the volume when I just move up and down. What you want to do is press it, okay? If I zoom in here, okay, you'll notice that I can change the frequency, okay? And I would advise actually changing it to something that will work for you. So for example, if I'm on 100, I'll probably change it to 95 for example, or 98.1 or whatever, and then reprogram that on your radio, and you should find that it's a lot clearer. So yeah, if you're finding that you're getting a static sound, just try and change the frequency to something that works for you, okay? And there is just a tutorial for setting up your Flexsmart X5 device. Of course, if you did find this video helpful, then definitely be sure to give this video a thumbs up, but apart from that, thanks for watching.